Is the team in good shape?
No, we have pretty good nick. There's nothing, no feathered hamstrings. Yeah, it's pretty healthy, really. You know, a few bumps and bruises, and I think everyone's cycling through a bit of illness going through, so keep your fingers crossed on that. But yeah, we're pretty healthy, and some good performances in the waffle to consider across the board. So, and Aaron's rehabbing really well. He's probably the one most significant. Greg Broughton's out with a finger for the year, but other than that, no, we're pretty good.
Griffin's knees okay, Ross?
Yeah, just has a few bumps and bruises, but yeah, he's fine. Just a bit of precaution with him at the end of the game to get him off. So yeah, he's carrying a bit of a load. And, you know, ruckman are really important, a bit thin, so we just looked after him. But yeah, there's certainly nothing acute that we need to ask questions about.
It seems half of Perth are pretty crook at the moment, and you mentioned that there might be some illnesses in your camp. How heavily?
Well, it's been cycling through, probably back to the Collingwood game. But all clubs deal with it. You just keep your fingers crossed. Different players have an ability to carry it really well, and others have to shut up shop. So we're in pretty good nick. It's been sort of going through the club, but all AFL clubs would say that. So we're pretty healthy, you know, but it can change pretty quickly. So, you know, the Melbourne game we basically lost Grover in the warm up and Duffield virtually. So, you know, right up to the death, you're always concerned.
Ross, how big is this game in the context of your season?
It's really important, you know, there's 5 to go, so we've got 5 AFL teams in front of us, and the Eagles are clearly in the finals and trying to secure top 4. We're fighting for a top 8 berth, and the only way to do that is to keep winning, so it's a vitally important game, and you know, at our home stadium, you know, it's really important that we put on a good show. We've beaten everyone below us and around us, really, or, you know, made a pretty good fist of that. And early in the year, we were able to knock off a Geelong and a St Kilda. So, you know, clearly the Eagles are up near the top of the ladder. We need to be able to earn the right to play finals. You've got to beat some good teams, and that's the challenge that lays in front of us, and we're really keen to test ourselves.
I heard you say earlier in the week, 3 of 5, you're pretty certain you have to win?
Yeah, I think the basic maths are 13 would get you in. So. Yeah, big challenge in front of us, but it's good to have control of your own destiny with performance.
Have you focused at all on what happened in the first derby?
Lots of personnel changes on both sides. I think we've got 8 different. We learn a lot of lessons, and we've improved our football. We're coming to hand, so it's going to be a really good test for us. You know.
Do you feel the team's playing a lot better, or it is basically getting your game plan, your message more than them?
No, I think we started the year really well. We were 5-2, beat some really good teams. It could have easily been 7-0. Then we lost our way a bit and had to change some things, and we've made some slight adjustments. But until you test yourself against better opposition, you never really know. So we're about to find out.
Can you look back on that as almost a blessing in disguise, because it did raise a lot of issues that you've since been able to address?
Oh, not particularly. Yeah. You're always trying to improve, and you've got to move with the game. The game moves so quickly. You know, your ball use changes, and, you know, eradicate some handball, get a bit more kick, and how you defend. So yeah, there's always a catalyst. Every week there's just a slight, you know, reinforcing or fine tuning.
And in terms of the 22 that will be running out, it will be vastly different to what it was back in the first derby. So
yeah, but it's probably the same for the Eagles. I couldn't tell you because, yeah. So it is certainly different for us. Yeah, so what the question being?
Oh, just in terms of, so a lot of people are looking towards the last derby and thinking, oh, the same thing could happen again, but obviously the team's so vastly different in your playing style.
We're aiming for it not to happen, but we prepare as well as we can to give ourselves the best chance. From there's no guarantees, but if we've prepared as well as we can, that's the best we can do, and then come and give great effort, see where it takes us.
Do you feel you have a point to prove in this derby? There covered a lot of criticism. I think Kevin Bartlett even the last one.
Oh, did he? Yeah. Well, that's ancient history, isn't it? You know.
Is there any point to prove on Saturday?
Oh, the point's trying to get 4 points. You know, so look, you know, I understand. It's one of the great rivalries, you know, in Australian football. There's, you know, there's showdowns and this, what do they call it? Q Clash, Tropic Thunder. I don't know what it is up there, but. Clearly the derby here, you know, there's passionate supporters on both sides of the fence, and, you know, after being involved with the Dockers for a brief period, you understand the passion and, you know, a club that started second in the state. So, yeah, we're really keen to come and put a good show on for our members and our fans, and I understand the rivalry, really respect that. You know, but internally, we've certainly got to prepare in the same manner. And, yeah, we're a proud team and club as the opposition are, and we want to come and put our best foot forward.
Ross, do you need 2 specialist ruckmen this weekend because of Cox and that?
Well, we haven't got too many hidden away in the cupboard, so we're playing what we've got at the minute, which is Griffin and Bradley. You know, so I think you're alluding to Zach Clark to consider, but we're pretty happy with the balance of our team. So it's probably against the odds for Zach to come in, but it's a chance.
And last game, you were still probably working out what was your best structure. I think you played all 3 ruckmen that day. I think you played 3 forward defenders as well. Are you a little bit further down the track to knowing what works for you?
Yeah, we are. We're sort of a bit more bouncy out the back 6 now. You know, Zach Dawson come into consideration, but we tend to get a bit more run and bounce out of our back 6. Yeah, 8's significant, different personnel. So, you know, got another small forward in the lineup with Walters, a bit more dangerous, and, you know, some midfield back, you know, Fife and Mundy and Barlow are built. So, yeah, there's some differences, yeah.
What about Mellington? Where would he be at?
Yeah, he'd be playing his 4th game in the Waffle and have kicked 4-1, and we'll discuss him at match committee today. So, look, the team's won 4 in a row. There's not going to be dramatic change. Maybe, you know, maximum probably 3, capacity for there to be none, because I like rewarding people who've been doing the job at hand. You know.
Ross, who do you see as the Eagles' most dangerous tall key forward at the moment?
To be honest, I haven't really started on them yet. We just finished. We played Sunday. We got back in Sunday night. Worked hard to get the review pulled together and delivered it yesterday. It was my boy's 4th birthday last night, so I enjoyed that. You know, and I've woken up this morning and come here, so I'll get back and really start to get to work on the Eagles now. And you know, it's been hard to track them. They've had significant injuries and handled them well. So, I mean, the facts, I think you know who their key forwards are. You know Jack Darling's kicked 5. You know Quinton Lynch. You know Cox goes there. You know, but if you focus on one, the others can hang you. So, really respect all players, all opposition. And I don't think there's any team, and we're not basketball. We don't revolve around one player. So it's about respecting their system, how they play in totality, and planning for that. We don't sit at match committee and plan for one or the other. You know, obviously we look to set a tag on a midfielder, you know, but you know, you plan for Kerr and Rosa bobs up and has 46, so that was pretty significant. And and I'm not being disrespectful of the question, except to say it's the power of the whole team that you're coming up against, not 1 or 2 individuals. So it's how best do we handle what they're going to dish up, you know, their pressure and their physicality. So it's not about the one key threat, you know, because it's about the total system you're coming up against.
The 4 wins on the trot, how much confidence does that give us?
Well, I always thought about confidence comes from action, so because it reinforces the actions you're doing quite well. But as I said, you know, this is a bigger challenge. You know, they're all challenges in AFL, but we understand they're around the top of the ladder for a reason, that they're elite performers, and so we're going to have to step up and play more consistent. You know, 3 quarters isn't going to get it done. It's going to have to be a 4-quarter effort.